आई वोंट हैंडल दैट वन कि भाई किसी का अगर लग रहा है कि इफ़ आई कुड क्रिएट दैट मॉडल एंड डेफिनेटली आई वुड क्रिएट दैट मॉडल। ओके, सो हमने अब इसके बाद एक चैलेंज है जो हम लोग करेंगे, और वो चैलेंज है कि हम लोग इस वीक एक 3D एनिमेटेड मूवी बनाएंगे इस वीक। ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग टुडे, और आज कैरेक्टर बनेंगे। ठीक है, ज़्यादा नहीं, मात्र 2 कैरेक्टर बनाएंगे। ठीक है, इन्वायरमेंट बनाएंगे, एक इन्वायरमेंट रहेगा, और उसमें ये पूरा वर्क फ्लो ऐड ऑन हो जाएगा, कैरेक्टर एनिमेट टेक्सचर वेक्चर सब कुछ हो जाएगा, एनिमेशन उसी में सीखेंगे। नेक्स्ट वीक एनिमेशन कंप्लीट कर देंगे। दैट मीन्स मतलब हम लोग मंडे से, अनरियल नहीं, मंडे से हम लोग, इस मंडे, ये अपकमिंग मंडे से तो एनिमेशन चलेगा, और रेंडर हम लोग सैटरडे को दे देंगे। ये हमारा प्रोमो 3D फर्स्ट 3D मूवी है जो यहाँ बनी है। ठीक है, और दोनों बनाएंगे कि एक जन बनाएगा, कैसे बनाना है तुम लोग बताओ। मयंक, तुम तीनों जन मिलके, 3 जन बस रहोगे, तुम और मयंक। मयंक को बुला लो आज, बोलो कि अर्जेंट है, धूप है, छाँव है, जैसी हो आओ, आज सिस्टम खाली है। बोलना सिस्टम आज खाली है पूरे दिन के लिए, और आज से 22 तारीख तक सिस्टम पूरा खाली कर दिए। कॉल करो उसको, बोलो वो आए, और हम लोग ये मूवी बनाने वाले हैं। वर्क फ्लो आज ही डिसाइड होगा, कैरेक्टर आज बोलना उसको कि सर बुला रहे हैं एनी हाउ, क्योंकि अब सिस्टम खाली हो गया है और हम लोग मूवी बनाने जा रहे हैं 3D, तो आओ, अगर आज नहीं आओगे तो फिर टाटा बाय बाय, तुम अपने ही आर्ट वर्क में लगे रहना फिर। दिस इज समथिंग वी आर डूइंग टू, एक्चुअली इट्स अ चैलेंज फॉर यू गाइज, है ना, and it is also a slap for all of those people who thinks that whatever you have been doing in these uh, past months, how much time you are actually putting over in these works and effort was not actually in vain. You guys have learned quite a lot, and you are capable of doing things which no other artists are doing these days. First of all, so first of all we are going to do that. Right, so we'll do this, it's not that much hard. If I can do this, when I was a student, I had done that complete 2 minutes of movie in 1 week, right, and I was alone, and I know you guys are far more capable than me now when I was there, right. So when I was a student, you are so that is your responsibility. Where is he? उस देखो ये तुमने बुला तो लिए हो, लेकिन उसका मोराल डाउन नहीं होने देना। उसको ये बताना, तुम्हारा और प्रिंस का काम है कि कल जो कुछ हुआ, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई डिड नॉट लाइक दैट। ठीक है, आई डिड नॉट लाइक it at all that you guys have been spending about 3 to 4 months now, and you have shown quite a lot. That Sajal admitted that. Okay, he admitted that you guys are working quite a lot, and you, but I think it is unfair, it is unfair of someone to say that whatever you had done is not capable of getting you anywhere. Okay, so I am sure, I don't know, I think we are not going to say this to anybody, it's our secret project. But at Saturday, upcoming Saturday, the next one, we are going to reveal, we are going to reveal our movie, this animated movie. We are going to reveal its and poster, right. We're going to reveal its poster, we're going to reveal its, and any publishing content we are going to reveal that. Hmm. बिल्कुल। हम्म। Hmm. 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 Right. बिल्कुल. I felt the same. I felt the same that it is not. See, it is. We had to take it as a challenge now, and we will. We will amaze them. That will be our revenge. That why by our work they would think they would actually say that okay, but you have to be precise this time because no other one, none of them should know about this, that we are working on a 3D movie and we are just gonna complete that over right before this Saturday. Okay, so we're gonna work on that. It's not that hard. Only two characters and one environment. So whomsoever gonna work for environment, you are going to work on the environment. You will work on the character. Mayank is also gonna work on the characters. He will work on Maya. You will work on Max. You will work on Maya, and you will be providing. We are going to merge all of these things all together. That is what we are going to do. We will cover this uh, anywhere. We can actually join all those softwares. So we will do whatever we can do. All right. So that is what we have to do to try thinking of a story. Today, we are going to work on the story. Today itself is gonna story will be final. Today will be the environment will be final. Environment concepts will be final by today only. By Monday, we have already been completed our character models. We will be completing by Monday. Okay. So I do not want to see that we were not creating anything on Monday, like we were working on characters on Monday. No, we will be completing our characters on Monday because we had already completed. We've got the Sunday in our hand, so character will be done, and we are not going to work on the hyper realistic characters, but we are going to work smartly on that. It will be a story about robots, cyborg robots, half organic, half robot. That's why the hard surface model will not take that much of a time. Okay, so what about skinning? We have already applied the skin morph, right? Skin, right? And we've got all of those um, bones over here, which we can work on. The moment you click on the edit envelope, you will get the actual amount of what bone is actually selected and how much its envelope is actually size of, right, and how much it is actually taking effect on. So you can actually edit that by this point as well, right, but it doesn't matter. You can actually do that by paintbrush. We had already yeah, we have already seen that. Shift, control, drag it, and the weight has to be max strength will be 1. A normal strength or the strength values works between 0 to 1 only. There is no 2, there is no 3 or neither 1.1. There is no strength like that. You can give like 20, but it works on 0 to 1. That means 0% to 100%, right? That is how it is going to work. So 1 is sufficient. We're just gonna apply that. Now you can see that why it is creating such blends of the color and not directly applied providing me anything. It is because of this. There's a paint blend weights is there. Just turn it off and apply that, then you will get much more effect over here. And then I could change this one as well. I will give minimum strength to 1, and I apply that one as well, and I'll just click and drag in order to get that selection. So as you can see, I'm selecting the shoulders and also selecting the bones, so not the bones but the triceps and arms are actually being selected. And I'll do what, I'll just select that. There is a procedural way to do this as well, right? Automatically you can apply that. That's a CAD system. We are going to learn that, which is mostly being used for the video games, right? The CAD system where you can actually transfer all of these as an animation and everything. So I'm gonna provide you that information. And then after this week, when you complete this movie, after that from Monday we are going to, not on this Monday but next Monday, next next to next, yeah, next to next Monday we will be working on Unity engine, Unreal Engine, yeah. And from Monday you guys will learn Substance, so you can also join that, because it this Monday will be Substance Painter. That will be there. That would be easy for texturing, but I would not ask you to stop for texturing just because you will get information about Substance, right? Because I don't want that. And after we complete this, you guys should not say anything to anybody. Whatever they have said, don't dignify them by saying that. Don't reply to them. You have created it. Probably they would say ki it would be a good thing to take something like that, or do that meeting was good or something, that was a good idea, whatever that will be. Take it doesn't matter who takes the credit for everything, but the main thing is that your revenge will be their expression, and that is I want, that is what I want. So it has to be very much secret, so nobody has to say or spill anything about it. And why I'm saying this on a record basis, because later on we can actually, if someone uh, hears this class or something, they would understand what I am talking about. All right, so here first we have to select whatever the bone will be. um, it doesn't matter, you can manually select the particular bone as well, and you can start working on the weights. You just have to type in on that and apply those weights. Any doubts? I think there is none doubt. Alt drag is to non paint it everything. Okay, so I'm just selecting that one. Now there are certain portions where it is not coming out. The weight has to be, strength has to be 1, but I think it is. And let's put alt just to give a block over here. So to check it up, you can select your FK and you can see whether there is any deformity or not. So it's It's working, right, so that we can see that it is actually connecting, right? All right, so then let's select edit envelope. So this complete portion, we're going to do this with paint weight, and the other half of the portion we're going to do this with the table weight table, so that you will understand both of it. So let me select this envelope. We have selected that. Let's go for paint weights, and I'm going to apply that. Okay, so this will be our that, and palm, let's leave it for now, because there is a lot of complications we have to figure out, but first we have to complete our whole options. Now there is a trick to do this, because every time some of the time you will feel that you are actually see, and let's select this one, right? Now it is. There is one more thing in issue that let's freeze that one, so that you can actually, there are some deformities which we can fix. Now as you can see, there are, these are not actually controlling this, but these have quite a nice control over it, over the legs area. Okay, so what we will do, we'll select, and again let's paint it. The main key is that the most of the portion, the middle section of the skeleton, which is has to be influencing the whole middle section of the organ or the limb, and the end portions of the skeleton has to have a blend, right? Now this is our paint weight. Okay, so let's select, see, there is no connection over here, so we have to give connection for chest over here. remove these influences because we do not want them, neither we want these influences. Okay, overall we have created something like that. Now the trick is to animate your controller in order to see how are you going to manage with the modulation. Over here it is actually quite nice that your geometry is modulating pretty correct. Right, there are some deformities as there is this gap is not working. So how are you going to fix that? You just have to apply a key. So just click over in this set key direction button, which the shortcut will be K. Okay, and then go into the 10th frame or any frame which has certain gap over there. Just go for a auto key. Okay, and then shift that particular leg to a portion. So you can see that automatically there will be a key available. Just turn that auto key off and then you can see it's an animated one. So that now you can actually select your geometry. Now you need to skin envelope, select your geometry, right, and then go to paint weight, and whenever you lift that leg you can see that you can actually apply, right, and if I press Alt X you can see that how much modulation we can give, but now it is not blending. So what we will do, we go to blend and then we'll apply that blend right over here. After providing the 100% value it won't go back. The reason is because that it automatically the bone shifted all of the influences from rest of the bones, so you won't get any option there. So let's if I go inside of this leg and try to blend all that just to get right that module. So now you can see it would look something like that. Now we need to select this leg again, give some blend over here. So the effect of the blend has to be from 0 to 1, right? So we did that and then we can actually control that. see now. Now you can, this one is stretching up, so select that, um, go to envelope, select this bone so that you can disblend it. So you just have to select the paint weight and press alt. Now as you can see, it's not going as we had expected. So first we have to select this one, paint weight, and paint all of those weight, and paint that just to get that hierarchy. We just want this one to be controlled through this, so we will go for paint weight, we'll apply that one, and we're gonna, yeah, that is the thing we want. And over here we do not want anything to be controlled with. Good afternoon. Chill, chill. Okay, so now as you can see, that is skinned. So that is your paint skin. We can do this by all, we can all detail that, but let's just um, complete our this one. As you can see, that is why the different motion skinning should be like this, so that you will get the idea of which portion has to be painted red. Okay, now let's talk about weight table, right? So I'm just turning this paint weight off, and I'll just go for weight table. Now what is a weight table? Weight table is actually it's a graphical, or I should say it's a table form representation of skinning calculations. So every vertex which is inside of that geometry is there in a table. Every vertex which is in this geometry is actually be written and ID'd. It has a unique identity in over in this table. As you can see, there is almost about 3114 separate vertices, and their strength and everything will be managed through this portion, right? So if we talk about bones, there is the whichever whatever bone which you have selected will be over here, and the most influenced bone also, all of those bones are also listed over here. So we can actually go on and see whatever the bones which are being influenced, which are influencing the vertices are there. So in order to provide any value over here, I have already told you about 0 to 1 is the value range for the skinning, right? So over here we have pivot, we have thigh, yeah, paint weight, ये weight table है, yeah. So now what we are going to do, you can either put values over here and just select the separate vertices, and there's also one easier way to do this. You can do this thing, but if you are going to effect a single vertices, or you wanted to select any vertices, you can actually go on and click over here, and you might be seeing that where that vertices is actually being selected. It's probably this one, right? Yeah, it's the purplish circle which denotes that particular vertices which is here, and you can actually apply that value over here. Let's just say if I apply one value over here, so as you can see, it is being controlled by that. and if we have the animation we can probably see, right? It's a single vertices or pivot is controlling them. We do not want our bone is this one, right? So we'll select that one, right? And what bone is this? Okay, we have to go for envelope and this bone. See, there's a 0 because we had shifted it to somewhere else. So if now if we wanted to put that one, just go to weight table and that 80th number of the vertex, right? So this will be the vertex. If you wanted to select the vertex, you can go always over here, click on vertices, then you can able to select that particular vertex. So over here you can see that that particular vertex is not selected. Yeah, that's why it was 80th number, right? It was 80th number. mm, yeah, it, which one is this? 88 was the one. No, I think it was 80, but 80 was this one. So we have put I think this is like 97. Well, you can actually select the whole thing. This is the one, 82. Okay, because whatever you are selecting is gonna show you on the select option, right? Here you can actually, because you had applied this on a thigh, but this bone has thigh 01L and this is thigh 01R. So we can actually put it 0 over here and we'll have to find thigh 01L. Where is thigh 01? Here, just select that one and it will be affected, right? So if you wanted to work on the individual over here, you can work like that. This is these tables helps, or I should say these table actually supports the procedural skinning. All of this data can be transferred on for separate models as well. So we can see that, but that will be advanced skinning option. So now what we are going to do over here, we had already provided some of these things, but if you wanted to work on a much easier scale but you wanted to use those tables, you can use them by this option. There's a weight tool option. Just click over here, you will see that there's a smaller version of that one, and whatever vertices or whatever areas will be selected, the affected bones are available there. So you can just select whatever the bone which you do not want, even on a single bit has to be appeared there. Just select that, give it a 0, right? So that its whole weight is being shifted for any other thing. Yeah. So let's just say if I wanted to provide little blend over here, right? So there is bone 13 is selected and I wanted a blend over here, so I'll just give it 0.25 and you can see everything is in blend. Now if I wanted to work on this one, I'll select the bone, I'll select that and I'll give 0.75 because 0.25 already been given to separate bone. 0.75 to now it is all being grouped up. Again we'll do this animation. I mean we'll do some animation over here. Why it is not being selected? What happened? Is it locked? No, it is not locked. So we'll just have to put K, then go to 10th and put an auto key on, and then apply that. Again, it is also the same. Okay, now we'll have to select the geometry, go to edit envelope, then we'll select this one, and as we can see right over here, we'll select that 0.5. Now select this one, this bone, and see whatever the areas, control and drag. I want these to be 0.75, these to be 1. So as you can see, everything will be shifted on from here. Yeah, this one is much better, I should say, because you can actually select whatever you want and just give from 0 to 1. There are a lot of options. Other than that, if you wanted, like, just if you wanted to select this one, you can select this portion 1 point and go for loop, right? It is not selected, so you can actually go on for ring, but you have to select at least two on which direction you wanted to give. So select on that loop, and then you can see, right? So let's select that, let's select that, go to loop, let's select that, let's select that, go to loop, and as you can see, it is selected something different. That is because its loop is round, so we have to manually select all that. Right, we have selected all that. Yes, we can do that. There is an option as well where you can actually ignore backface skull vertices. That is also gonna help you with the back facing. So over here, I'm just be applied. Oops. So select that. Select this loop one. Okay. Select this. Select this loop one. Select these one. Why it is happening? Because there is no blend over here. So that is the reason. So you can actually select this bone and select a loop, right, and give them 0.25, so that now okay. So in order to give it much more appropriate, you can actually select the vertices. Yeah, so in order to select provide a blend, we have to select, we have applied about 2.5, so go for 0.1. यस सर, नहीं पूरे दिन भर नहीं है सर, इसके बाद लंच के बाद 3 से 4 पे एक क्लास है। आई थिंक 4 से 5 पे एक क्लास है सर, नीतीश लोग वो तो तोशन लोग का है 3 से 4 पे, और फिर फ्री है। रूपम लोग का तो वैसे ही हम लोग ने वो किया है। यस सर, यस सर, मैं बस ये क्लास के बाद एक डेमो है सर, डेमो कंप्लीट करके फिर वन। So we have given 0.1, so that this will, and this will have zero point 0.5 of the area, and we'll just have to select that, select this, and apply loop, give it 1, because this is between area, right? So in this place we will give lot of blend options, so we'll give it 0.75. We just have to select that and give it a loop and give it 1, so that everything will actually be controlled by this one. Now select that, and you can actually, you can see it's almost is selected. So we have to select, we can give ring, but we can give ring, but it has, you know, it looks something like that. Well, it's selected kind of good, because we do not want to select any other thing, so it has selected everything. 0.09 is there. So now as you can see, this this thing is working, right? A little bulge is gonna appear over there, and when you work on that, right, and you can always fix with some of the weight when you complete all this providing weights to the geometry. Then after that, use paint weight in order to smooth everything. Just to polish things you need to use. Hmm. Yes, you can have my artix there, it's there at the first. Yeah. Okay, so any doubt? हर जगह अगर हर जगह रेड वैल्यू दे देंगे तो कैरेक्टर विल बी नॉट हैविंग एनी मॉड्यूलेशंस, any stretching of skin will not be happening in our body. So if there is a on the shoulder parts, or if you put no blend between the joints, then this geometry is not going to be stretching, and it will be waste for you to give any mesh flows over there, just because mesh flows, we are providing mesh flows just for that, so that the stretching of the skin has to be happened in a smooth manner, right? That is why we provide our separate mesh loops. Okay, so let's do this by this today. We don't need to add anything anymore. Okay, and let's complete other things in Monday, right? Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye, take care.